right, man. Some Detroit Pistons believe next year will be their year like Cade Cunningham. He said next year will be big for them and they're going to turn the corner. A few of them said that they feel like next year is going to be their year. Let's talk about it. You got Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs with the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And, of course, Cade Cunningham posed to feel like, I would have made a difference, which he wouldn't have. I'm going to be honest. He wouldn't have made no difference in the win and loss column, no major difference. It was just how the team was run. Like Alex said, they got no discipline. All they do is fling threes. They don't have a style. They don't have a calling card. They're not young, fast, exciting. They just a bad basketball team with no direction and no structure. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And I guess they supposed to feel that way. But like I said, a ton got to go right. A tremendous amount has to go right. And number one thing is that they got a defense. It's defense. If they ain't going to defend, they ain't going to have a chance. They got to defend. They got to defend. And they got to get guys that can defend in that starting lineup. We want to start Bojanovic. He can't stop nobody. Then you putting too much defensive pressure on Duren or Wiseman, whoever's tending to start. I'm going to talk about that too. You putting too much defensive pressure on them. Then you putting too much defensive pressure on the guards. Somebody on that wing got to. There's two spots they got open. K, Ivy, Jalen Duren. That should be the starter. And the two spots they open, it's imperative that those guys defend at the small forward and power forward position. Bojanovic is better coming off the bench as a spark plug scorer. He don't need to be taking shots away from Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham, and whoever else in the lineup. I told y'all the perfect thing for them to do is to pay a guy like Cam Johnson, if he healthy. Pay a guy like him who's great, who's going to defend, he's going to rebound a little bit, and he's a sharpshooter. He can give you some time at the 3 to 4. He can guard 1, 2, and 3s and some 4s. If you get Victor Wembanyama. You get Brandon Miller, then you got some work you got to do. You got some work you got to do. You got to get a 4 in there that can rebound, that can defend, get on the perimeter, do some things. I like Porzingis. I understand people saying, well, the injury, and I agree. That scares me, but I like Porzingis more than Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma can't shoot and he can't stop nobody. It's two things you need. So for this to turn around, Ivy and Cade, they got to figure out how they going to work together. They got to defend. The new coach got to emphasize defense. He got to emphasize the offense that's structured around their strengths. You know what I'm saying? A defense that's going to communicate. They're going to play as one. They got to get great defenders in there around Duren. You got to bring guys like Burks and Bojanovic off the bench. You got to get rid of a lot of guys. It's just too much. I don't see them turning around next year. I don't see them turning it around. Maybe they could be what Orlando was this year. It's just too much got to go right from a personnel standpoint of view and from a player standpoint of view. And it'll be the perfect storm. And we all know, those are rarities. So, of course, they supposed to be telling fans, we'll be back next year and we're going to be better next year. First, you got to win the lottery. You got to get a top 3 spot in the lottery. At least end up with Brandon Miller, bare minimum. 2, you got to find the right coach to get in there that's going to be good, not only defensively, but great offensively to make this work. 3, you got to get guys like Cade Cunningham healthy. 4, Troy Weaver got to do a better job with the personnel. He has to do a better job with the personnel. Is he gonna get rid of the fat off this T-bone steak? No, he not. He not gonna do away with Marvin Bagley. He not gonna do away with Isaiah Stewart. He not gonna do away with Killian Hayes. Obviously, Hadi Diallo gone. That's somebody who should be staying. He not gonna do away with Isaiah Livers. He not gonna just do away with all these guys. With Kurt Joseph and Rodney McGrew. All of them dudes need to be gone. And they not gonna make Jalen Duren the starter. Jalen Duren is the starter. People say, Wiseman's a little taller. That don't mean shit. Jalen Duren 6'11", 70, almost 70, 7'10" wingspan, some shit like that. Explosive. He's a better defender. That's what you need at the rim. You don't need Wiseman. You can bring Wiseman off the bench, I guess. That's a waste of salary cap. Love RJ Hampton too. He can go too. He can go too, bro. They ain't gonna do what's required, bro. And a Victor Wembanyama is not gonna save the franchise. Financially, it will. But they just, too much got to go right, bro. All of them things need to happen for them to have a chance to be a play-in team next year. Then I ain't talk about the growth. The growth is gonna have to come from Kay Cunningham, Jay Ivey, Jalen Durham. The jumps that they gonna have to make, and not only that they gonna have to make jumps in talent, they gonna have to make jumps in camaraderie, bro. I just don't see it happening. I don't want to be bad Santa, Mr. Negative, but I just don't see it. I don't think Troy Weaver know exactly what the fuck he doing. Excuse my language. I look at this team, I don't see you getting nothing out of this core right now. Until I start seeing who the coach is, and they start, they gonna keep trying to rotate in Stewart, rotate in Bagley with Wiseman and Dern, and all they doing is taking away from Dern development. Let him go out there, let him learn, let him bump his head. It's a lot of these dudes that don't need to be on the team. People gonna get, oh man, CJ, you tripping, Bagley get 20. You can't stop nobody at the rim. That's what you need. You got enough offense on this team. You gotta stop somebody at the rim, bro. And Bagley can't stop a toddler at the rim. He can't stay healthy. Isaiah Stewart. He talking about my ceiling is unlimited. Motherfucker, what you mean? You ain't getting better nowhere last year. All of them gotta go, bro. The only big fellas that should be on this team as of right now is Wiseman and Dern. And Dern is the starter. I don't care what they say, what y'all like about Wiseman. Fuck that. Dern is the starter. He athletic. He what you need in the middle of the paint. Block shots, rebounds. Let him go out there and get better. Wiseman back him up. I don't care if Wiseman can shoot with that. I don't care about none of that. Let Dern learn and bump his head. But for all this to work, man, I don't see it, bro. I'm sorry. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. Too much game. Maybe the new coach come in and say, well, I ain't playing these dudes. This is 8 I'm going to run with. All right. All right. But for them turning around, it's just so much they got to happen, bro. Too much they got to happen. And all of that happening when it need to happen, I don't see it, bro. And all they doing is continuing to block their own players' development. That's another thing. Forcing Killian on Ivy, forcing Killian on Cade, hurting their development. Knocking Durham out the starting lineup for James Wiseman. Why? Why? Starting Stewart and Bagley over Jalen Durham. Why? Why guys on their second chance getting guys on their second chance over guys who ain't even got a chance yet? So, I mean, it is what it is, man. I ain't gonna harp on it too long. But hey, check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, we drop video. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist for more videos like this. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.